What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 7 to the Sky. Guys, last episode, we ended up making, what is this thing called? An Obsidian Skull? Yeah. So we made an Obsidian Skull, and apparently this can save you from fire damage for up to 30 seconds. I haven't tried this yet. I'm going to assume it does exactly what it states on there. But one thing I did notice is in the upper left-hand corner, I didn't see that before, in the upper left-hand corner, we have this little thing that says 30 on it. I assume that counts down if we set ourselves on fire. Flint and steel. Let's actually try this. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm just not taking fire damage, and that number is counting down, so... And it seems to remember how... Oh, it's counting back up. Okay, yeah, so it seems to remember how long it saved me from. It is counting back up. Interesting. Okay, well... So today we wanted to continue on here and make this Eternal Stella. So we're going to be jumping into the Forbidden Arcanus mod, which I've never done before. But before we do that, I was just looking at our crafting status here, and things are going. But one thing I noticed is that this CPU here, number 4, it says it's crafting 3 raw lead, and it says crafted 3 in 3 seconds. But that's not doing anything. It's like it's frozen. It's stuck. What's going on? Why is this not doing anything? That I don't know. So I was like, maybe that's just a bug. Let's take a look. Lead. Oh yeah, we got 127,000 lead, but this number is not going up. It's not processing any. This is not going up. I mean, well, yeah, we are getting more. This is not going down. In fact, that just changed spots with our lead ingots right there. So something's going on. Let's go figure out what's going on with our lead. What's up? Why are we not making lead? Lead, raw lead here, but nothing is showing up. We're making everything else that we can, but no lead. So why are we not making lead? I don't know. Is it lead got unlucky and we just don't have enough crafting things for all of that? I don't know. Let's see if we can figure out which one here. Maybe it shows us crafting lead. All of these are flashing. That one's flashing. That one shows nothing. Nothing. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure what the deal is here. Is it still trying to craft and it can't because maybe like we our molecular assemblers, the ones that are trying to craft in, are constantly full and lead got unlucky? I'm not actually sure what the deal is here. So I guess what I could do, I could stop the process here. Stop gravel. Let's edit this. Stop that from going into our sieve, right? This will all empty out, and then we will process all the stuff that we have collected. And if we still have pieces? P-I-E-C? Okay, yeah, well, I guess that's going to take a while for us to chew through all of this. We have quite a bit. We've backlogged quite a bit. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not actually sure what's going on with the lead. How about this? Lead, can I just tell it to craft some? Will it do that? It'll craft that, so what's the deal? Why was that not going in to that interface? I don't know. I'm going to play around with this for a little bit and see if I can get it to work. Well, I seem to have fixed it, and what I ended up doing was knocking out these dense energy cells, the top 4 on all 4 of these corners. Then I removed our point up here, and then the system just eventually ran out of power because the ME controller blocks themselves only store so much. Well, anyway, that rebooted the entire system, and yeah, it looks like we are now making lead like we should. So I didn't actually go over here and double check, but I imagine, yes. So we are making lead again. I wonder what happened there. Something happened that prevented that from completing, but yeah, reboot. Turning it off and on again is what seems to have fixed it. Right, so we are in the northwest island circle of our base. I was gonna say corner, but it's not really a corner. But yeah, we're in the northwest island of our base, and we are gonna start looking at Forbidden Arcanus. Yes, so this says, "Welcome to Forbidden Arcanus." Forbidden Arcanus adds a new way to get better armor, enchants, and more. This magic-themed mod has amazing animations, as well as some overpowered items like the Eternal Stella. And this is the item that we are trying to get. So we're going to go ahead and complete that, and that's looks like it unlocks some more items over here. 10 XP and a cherrywood sapling. Okay, so what's all of this? Mortem armor, armor of the dead. Mortem helmet. How do you get this? By cloth. You get cloth from string and wool. And then you need a skeleton skull. Okay, well, at least for that one. What does these other ones require? Bones? Interesting. Is there a way for us to get skeleton skulls in this? Like through this mod itself? No, it wants you to get one. Well, I mean, we made the severing tool, right? So we can just go kill some skeletons and do that. But I was just kind of curious if this mod itself added some way that we could see here. So crafted with skulls, bones, and cloth, this armor is slightly stronger than iron. It's also really cool looking. All right, so boom, arrow, go, boom. That is a TNT arrow. You get 4 of them. That's interesting. Zombie arm can infect villages and horses. Oh, you know, I remember seeing these zombie arms early on, but I didn't know what they did. So if you can just slap a villager around and turn it into a zombie, that's actually kind of cool. Orb of temporary flight, found randomly in loot chests for the end city. When you use it, grants 5 minutes of creative flight. All right, that's cool. Draco Arcanus arrow leaves an AoE cloud that damages living mobs. And that is made with dragon's breath. Okay, that's kind of cool. These are things that we're probably not going to use, but it's kind of cool that they exist. Well, let's our goal is to get over here, right? So like there's some side things that we can do, but let's just try and get over there. So the first thing we need to do is make arcane crystals. So our task is to get 2 of these, and that's going to reward us with some more. This is the main resource in the mod. Go out and mine some. Do we have any? We do, actually. We have quite a bit. So there we go. Quest complete. I guess we got that from sifting or something. So we'll go ahead and claim those. The next one is the arcane crystal dust. And we get that just from smelting. Okay, I was thinking we were going to have to grind it, but it's smelting. I don't know how many of those we're going to need. Maybe we should just set up a recipe for that right now. So let's go ahead and do that. So arcane crystal dust. Nope, not that recipe. We want this recipe here. Right, and then we want to put that in like one of our ultimate smelting factories. We have literally no space left. Can I add another? That's the crushing. Where's our smelting? Our smelting's right here. So we have one on top, we have one on the bottom. I wonder if I can put one on the side. I bet I can. So if I put this to input, yeah, from the side, auto eject on, yeah, that's fine. So what I need to do is get myself another one of our, what are they even called? The pattern providers, and stick it right on the side of this thing. Do I have enough channels on this side? Okay, let me figure out some applied energistic stuff real quick and we'll be right back. Well, it says we have 7 of 8 channels being used on this particular line, so we should be able to do that. Does that show through? It doesn't. Perfect. Okay, well, we should be able to put this pattern in here then, and then arcane crystal dust, make 10 of them. Sounds like it works. Sweet. Okay, so we got that done. Very cool. Back to the quest book. So yeah, that's going to give us some more of the dust and some XP. Next thing is make Munda Beater dust. Yes, that's exactly how you pronounce it, I'm sure. Oh, we need phantom membranes. We have some. Okay. I was like, we haven't seen phantoms around here for quite some time since I religiously sleep through the night just to ensure they don't show up. I think people had mentioned that with the torches that prevent mob spawns, that also prevents those from spawning. I don't remember if I have any of those torches around here, but I know I've lit everything up pretty well. Yeah, I haven't seen a phantom in a long time, and maybe it's just because I sleep so often. But yeah, the mega torches, that's what they're called. I think the mega torches, somebody had said, prevents them from spawning. But regardless, we have the phantom membranes that we need. So the item that we were trying to make is Munda Beater dust. So Munda Beater dust. We need 4 of these. We get 4 per craft. Okay, good. All right, so we did that. That's going to give us 2 more arcane crystal dust and some more XP. Okay, so arcane gold ingots is the next thing that we need to do. And in order to make that, okay, so how many of these do we have to make? Just 1? Okay, well that's easy enough. Arcane gold. Wait, what is this? I thought that was just charcoal. It is charcoal. Okay, well there we go. There we go. Got the arcane gold ingot. Very good. And we're getting closer and closer. So the next item here is prepping for the forge. All right, so we need 64 darkstone. Do we have darkstone at all? I don't. Darkstone. We don't have darkstone. So darkstone. If we look again, let's see, how do we get this? From an igneous extruder, it looks like, with lava and packed ice and deep slate. Is there a place for us to go mine dark stone? Does it say in the quest book, perhaps? You've probably already acquired some dark stone, but we'll need it to craft the forge. I have not actually acquired some dark stone. Really? Dark stone? We don't have any dark stone. Okay. Well, I wonder if we can get it in the other, or if we're going to have to manually craft all of that stuff. It's going to be really obnoxious if we do. I'm going to go to the other and see if I can do a little bit of digging. Maybe we can find it there. All right, guys. So here we are in the other. That's where I warp in, just in the middle of this desert thing. I dug this hole a while ago. I can't remember what it was. We were looking for something like an ATM ore or whatever it was. Yeah, so I dug straight down here and we had excavated out a decent amount of stuff, right? But we never went all the way down to Y0, or the bottom of the world. So I kept digging down. A little bit lower, we had this cave. Keep going all the way down here. And then I eventually hit bedrock. So I was like, all right, let's just vein mine. And I vein mine just like 3 blocks in front of me. And yeah, there's darkstone. So this is where you get the stuff. I don't know if you have to go all the way down to bedrock, but this is where I found it. And yeah, I have collected a decent amount of it. So I think that is basically all we needed to continue on. Cool. So the quest says prepping for the forge wanted us to grab 64 darkstone. We now have more than that. That's going to give us between 1/4 and 1/2 a stack more. And there it is. How much did he give us, by the way? 31. Okay. So we got 31. That's almost the entire half stack. So the next quest is the Hephaestus Forge. Okay. Oh, this is a multi-block. Right, so we'll be using all of that dark stone to create the Hephaestus Forge. Once you have all of the blocks needed, you'll need to build the platform for the forge. Once built, place a smithing table in the center, then sneak right click with a piece of MODPACK dust. You guys are gonna have to tell me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly down below. To see how to build the platform, search in JEI for the forge, then hold down W to view the ponder. Okay, so it looks like we have a few different color blocks here. Yeah, so we're using 3 different types of blocks. Some kind of smooth, polished version of the block that we just got, and then these 2 different color ones. So we'll have to figure that all out. So we're looking for the forge in here. There it is. Press W to ponder. And let's identify. Unpause with cues, identify mode active, comfy reading. How am I? This doesn't identify anything. This is literally just showing what we've already seen here, but I don't know what this block is. Oh, okay. It's actually telling me while this is going. I see, I see. So to pause, I press Q. But if I press Q, it gets rid of this stuff. So 45 polished darkstone. All right, well, since I'm going to have to replay that a bunch of times, let me just go ahead and get this all built and we'll be back. So this block and this block look quite different from each other. This block is called Arcane Chiseled Polished Darkstone. This block is called Chiseled Arcane Polished Darkstone. They are literally the same name, just this one's Arcane Chiseled, and this one's Chiseled Arcane. What the heck? Who came up with this naming convention? Anyway, so if you want to make these blocks, you have to make the arcane polished darkstone. That is 8 polished darkstone around one of those gold ingots that we made earlier. So then you turn them into slabs, right? And that brings it back into the same block we just have. But you press this button here, and then you can choose this thing. So there we go. And then okay, well, I didn't mean to do that. I was going to turn those back into the other block, but now I guess we're stuck here, and we got 2 extra ones. All right, guys, so we are just about there. I just have to place in these corner pieces, and I think that is all we needed to do in order to make this Hephaestus Forge. So I need to shift right click with this dust on the smithing table, and there we go. Okay, so we now have this crazy looking device that's got a little ghost thing, experience thing, another experience thing, and then this thing. Cool. So blood, experience, souls, and Oriole corruption. Interesting. Unlocked at level 2, unlocked at level 3, unlocked at level 4. Interesting. So we still have more things to do here. So, okay, that's Oriole bottle that we just got, some XP, and then more darkstone. Very cool. All right, so moving on, this says powering the forge. Yep, so this is exactly what our thing looks like. The forge requires 4 different items to be powered. Oriole, souls, blood, and experience. To learn more, follow the corner quests. The corner quests. These? Oh, you know what? I guess this is a task. So let's do that. These, Oriole, can be found in loot chests, but they also can be crafted using the arcane crystal dust. You can also generate it with arcane crystal obelisks. Okay, well, I mean, if we can just make it with the arcane crystal dust, let's look at the recipe. So that is a potion of regeneration. With that, makes 1. Ooh. That's kind of annoying. So that means we'd need gas tiers. All right. So we can craft it, but it is a little annoying. Blood. Blood is collected by crafting test tubes and then killing mobs with the mystical dagger. Note, the test tube must be in your inventory when killing mobs. Okay. That seems really easy to get. So we just make a whole bunch of those, throw it in our inventory, and then just go on a murdering rampage. Souls are gathered by creating a soul extractor and then using it on a soul sand. What? So that is an Utrium jar, nether bricks, block of quartz. All right, well, let's make this thing. Soul extractor. So I need this jar. I need Eldwood planks. Is there a quest for that somewhere in here? Aha, right here. So found within the dark forest biome, the Eldwood tree looks like a small tree that has been chopped in half. You'll need to break the branches off and collect the logs, as these are used for crafting various items within the mod. With no natural generation to be found, these saplings can be bought from the market. Back to our marketplace dude that we have dropped from the sky many times. Okay, so there we go. And this costs 1 emerald each. So emerald, let's just grab a stack. Okay, so this, boom, 1 stack. Thank you for your services. Goodbye. We'll put this away. Okay, cool. So now we have this. Can I just like shift grow them? How does this work? Oh, that is a really weird looking tree, isn't it? Okay, so carved Eldwood log. Is that useful for anything? Uses. So you can use this for normal crafting, but I assume that you need this for some special purpose. I don't know. Okay, so we actually got 3 Eldwood log. Oh, are these all hollow? Oh, they are all hollow. So maybe that one has no special use. I thought it was special because it was hollow. Okay, we didn't get any of the sticks either, so it looks like it's got a little sad face. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and plant a bunch of these, grow them, chop them all down, and then we'll continue on, guys. Cool. So I made the jar out of the Eldwood planks. So here's our soul extractor. So we made that, and it says we can extract souls out of soul sand. So let's see how this works. I have a little floaty soul. All right, so we can put these little souls in here, I suppose. So there's that. And then we can put this bottle in there. There's that. Okay, so we're gonna need a bit of that. Experience. Bottle OXP. That's full. Okay, so we're looking for the blood, and we needed to make some kind of a dagger. Dagger. Okay, so we needed to make a mystical dagger. That's what this is called. Ooh, this looks like a crazy recipe. So Eldwood stick, we have that. We know how to make these arcane gold ingots. Dark matter. Oh, by smelting those logs. Okay, so let's smelt, I don't know, like, how about 8? 8 seems like a good number to smelt. Come over here and just throw that into our ultimate smelting factory. Boom, dark matter. Okay, so we have that done. And dark rune. Should probably bookmark that. So dark rune. We need runes. I don't know how you get runes. Runes are by runic stone and you smelt it. Do we have a rune? We have one. I have collected this at some point. And then we also need Corruptedust. And that is obtained with obsidian ingots. And that is obtained like so. Okay, so back this, Corruptedust. So we have 4 of those. So in order to make the runes, I need, I'm sorry, in order to make the dark rune, I need 1 more rune. So we need to figure out how we get rune. All right, guys, so we're here in the Twilight Forest. I went underground to our little mining area that we had here and kind of checked out if I could find some runic stone. And after digging for about 10 minutes, I found 1, not a whole lot. But since it does exist here, I figured we should probably use our digital miner and then make this easier on ourselves, especially now that we have all sorts of power that we can feed to the digital miner. So runic stone, we'll go and save that. And we want this to silk touch on, auto pull, auto eject. Yeah, I think everything's ready. So we just need to give it some power. So power right there. And there we go. Sweet. So let's see if we can find some. We found some redstone ore. Okay. Not exactly what I was looking for. So configure. So we're going all the way. Oh, you know what? Minimum minus 64. I don't know what the bottom of the Twilight is. Maybe it's actually, maybe the minimum 5 is fine. But I'm going to do this. So, and then maximum 70. What is, we're at 60 up here. So it can't, minimum probably something like 30. Config. Maximum 30. There. Okay, so I think we should be good to go. So if I start, well, now it's finding some things. Why is it finding this stuff and it wasn't finding this before? Oh, because probably we had the setting. Okay, so let's stop this. Reset. Configure. We don't want any more iridium. We don't want any more platinum. And we don't care about redstone anymore. Okay, let's try this again. Start. Aha, here we go. Runic stone. This is what we're looking for. So now we have a total of 7 of them. Right. So now I can just go ahead and move this around a little bit, and then we can collect some more runic stone. I don't know if this is too close to the last place, but we'll try here. Start. We found 3 more. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and do this. We'll collect a few more of these, and then we'll be back. So breaking those rune stones with Fortune 4 still only yields 1 per runic ore, so there's no way to duplicate it as far as I can see. You just get 1 to 1 every time. So yeah, the next thing we need to do is make this mystical dagger. So there we go. There's a mystical dagger. Quest completed. We also need to get these vials, or test tubes, or what they're called, and that is 1 rune plus a glass bottle to make one. I don't know how many of these we need. I will make 16. Okay, so now that we have that done, we need to go murder a bunch of mobs with this mystical dagger, which should fill up these test tubes. I don't know how much you get per kill, so I guess that's what we're about to find out. It seems to work on a chicken. Okay, so I thought they had to be hostile, but it looks like we can do it on passive mobs. Where you going, dear? Where you going? Where you going? task completed, raw venison. Bunny! Okay, so yeah, we are collecting a little bit of blood as we do this, and then all the other parts. So yeah, this is going to take a while in order to fill these up. I wonder if there's a faster way of doing this. All right, cool. So I went to the Twilight Forest and I just went ahead and destroyed a few things with this mystical dagger. So some things that I have learned: do not try and use this mystical dagger with a bow in your offhand shooting things with it, right? Like you normally do with a looting sword to get looting when you shoot things with a bow. Yeah, that just breaks it. And then if you kill something like this with the mystical dagger in your hand, it just stops collecting blood until you log out of the game or log out of the world and log back in. Yeah. So I found that out multiple times. I was trying a bunch of different things to speed this process up, but no, it looks like you literally just have to attack things with the mystical dagger and that's it. So I've already put a little bit of blood into here. Let's go ahead and empty this one. Oh, why, you know. So one thing I did find out, you do reuse these bottles, right? So that was something I didn't know before. So yeah, that just goes ahead and dumps it all into there. And then when that empties out, you get that bottle back. But it looks like you only put one in at a time. But I don't know how much of the stuff we're even going to need. So yeah, we'll just leave it alone right like that. So that is all the different resources in our Hephaestus Forge. That's all the resources that we can put in there for right now. So we'll have to check this out next episode, see what else we can do and move on with this mod. We do need to make ourselves that Stella core. That's what it's called, right? Eternal Stella, the Eternal Stella. We need to make that thing, and yep, progressing through this mod is the only way. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.